The Fantasy Footballers Studio is sponsored by Walmart. Welcome to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Oh, welcome in. Friday, October 17th. I'm shaking my head after that Thursday night game. Welcome into the Fantasy Footballers. Whew. 33-31. I know the world wants to hear our reaction to that madness, but what a game.
Exactly how everyone saw it going.
I remember asking you earlier in the week, like, are you excited for this game? And you're like, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
It was awesome for many players. It was very not good for others, but hope you played your Steelers tight ends, right?
Yeah, I mean, AFC North, is just how it always goes.
Yeah, it's a hard-nosed, rough and tumble.
Defense first.
13-10. No, 33-31.
What?
Bengals. 342 yards passing for Joe Flacco, 3 touchdowns. Joe Flacco, I saw something this morning. He now has the same amount of wins as Joe Burrow in games in which the opponent scored 30 or more points.
Wow.
It's very specific, but...
Well, I mean, no, it's not that bad. It's just literally if the Bengals give up 30, can you win the game?
Yeah.
And Joe Flacco managed to do it. He passed the ball to Jamar Chase 23 times. Which reminds
what we're
me,
talking about.
It reminds me of Brandon Marshall on Monday Night Football years ago from Jake Cutler. I can remember it clearly because he had like 17 catches on 20-something targets.
Right.
I mean, this was throw it to your best player on every play.
It wasn't just throw it to your best player on every play. It was we got 2 plays.
Dude.
My favorite part of the game by far, and it was
routed.
It was amazing, was when there were 4 identical routes and passes in a row.
You're saying that to end the half?
Yeah, to end the half. And it was just like,
route.
hey, Jamar Chase, run 15 yards, go to the left. I'm going to throw you the ball 4 times in a row. It's going to work. They can't stop it.
No.
The final drive, he got more open than he did all day after 21 targets. I don't understand. Like,
oh, man, don't get me started on the Steelers defense.
So
they didn't have one. I couldn't believe how bad. It was like they were playing 8 guys on defense.
You were people don't know this, but you traded for the Steelers defense from me.
Yeah.
Mid-show
yesterday.
To
play them. Great defense that's been on a heater.
You got how many points?
Oh, I got -1. So I spotted Josh a point and got rid of one of my roster spots. But I traded for that.
It felt like you were counter-punching my Justin Jefferson trade.
Yeah, that's true. Your Justin Jefferson trade fueled me. I'm like, I
gotta make a move.
I gotta beat Josh this week.
So
I need those negative points, man.
The game, it also was like, it reminded me of Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
right.
Like, hey, I messaged the Slack like halfway through the game. I've seen enough. Turns out, the Cleveland Browns were actually the problem. It was not Joe Flacco. And
that's why Mike Tomlin didn't like the trade.
Yeah, because
that cost them a game.
For sure cost it. With Jake Browning there, there's no chance.
No.
31-3 it would have been.
When we were like, can Joe Flacco really change things for the Cincinnati Bengals? And it was, just go 2 weeks ago. You're like, after seeing what Flacco's doing on the Browns, yeah, you got to have some hope, some optimism that a change will be different. And bringing up, Joe Flacco's he's a veteran quarterback. He can make reads real fast. So the offensive line, while it's a problem, Joe Flacco can actually identify where I got to go real quick more than Jake Browning. And that
I actually think this. I hope this doesn't come off too hot takey, but it honestly feels like Joe Burrow behind this offensive line was doing worse because he was trying to do more.
Maybe.
Flacco's so afraid of getting hit and knows he can't buy time in the pocket. I was watching the defense like a hawk for the Steelers because they were my fantasy defense, and it was impossible. You couldn't sack him because the ball just was snapped and out. Snapped 2 steps out. Snapped 3 steps out. And it's like you can't J.J. Watt was or T.J. Watt was doing great. Never got to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd beat his guy, and by
How
the time
frustrating that must be.
Oh, it was frustrating for him, frustrating for me more. And so it was like I kept having that thought during the game of like, man, I wonder if they make the playoffs and Joe Burrow comes back, he needs to like learn a lesson from this. Like, because Joe Burrow is better, obviously, today than Joe Flacco, but he took sacks that killed drives because he's trying to make something special.
Right.
Just like
it would be an amazing performance if Joe Flacco had been there all year long. It's even more amazing in the fact that he just showed up. And if you saw the post-game interview with him and Jamar Chase, he was like, we got these play calls to have like F at the end of them. He's like, I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't even understand what they're calling. Like,
did you see the quarterback read the run?
Oh,
that was
man.
unbelievable.
Oh my god,
that was not called.
Oh, that was not called.
That was Flacco.
Joe Flacco's like, it's my time.
Yeah,
gotta call my own number.
It was insane. I mean, Jamar Chase. If it's any consolation, I traded you the Steelers defense, Jason, but then I faced Jamar Chase last night. So
and it's
a little better.
Like
so my week's over.
And to all the people, like with Jamar Chase, trying to remember where we were 2 weeks ago, it's like, what do you possibly do? And like if I had Jamar, I would have traded him.
I was going to say, like,
I would have traded him.
Somebody went online and they were calling us out for saying that we would have traded him for Cuge. This was a time before Joe Flacco when you had Jake Browning doing nothing in this offense.
The fact of
I wouldn't do that now. I wouldn't have done that before this week.
I'm saying, like, even when they traded for Flacco, you weren't at 2 weeks ago like, well, this is the solution. It's maybe it could be slightly better. And
the Browns
we're only 2 weeks. Maybe teams figure out how to get to Flacco and stop this. But this is so exciting.
Yeah, they gave up 31 points still. They still did that. They gave up 249 and 4 to Aaron Rodgers. They made Pat Freiermuth the Luthith man in the world.
But like T. Higgins having himself a great game, 6 for 96 with a touchdown. The
Chase Brown went over 100 rushing.
There was one big disappointment in the game.
100%. And look.
And the D stands for disappointment.
249 and 4.
Yeah.
That's what Aaron Rodgers threw out. I mean, the streams, unbelievable. Like this is
Joe Flacco
this is so
was
absurd.
the
Rodgers and Flacco being streams coming through in huge ways. But 249 and 4. Clearly, DK Metcalf had himself at least a very good game.
I'll take it one step further. Right off the bat, a 39-yard pass to DK Metcalf.
That means he had 11 the rest of the way?
Yeah. I mean, it was like, DK
he didn't
dominated.
get a target.
Jonnu Smith scored, Darnell Washington scored, and Freiermuth, the 3 tight ends.
I believe second and third quarter, I don't think DK Metcalf got a target. And what was
just the way Arthur likes it.
Yeah,
tight ends only.
That one felt so bad because everyone that you played on the Steelers side, great. Jaylen Warren, absolute dog.
16 full workload,
16 for 127, 4 for 31 through the air. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but so the last pass there at the end before they set up the Hail Mary, which shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Still cannon armed.
Unbelievable.
Still cannon armed.
Did you
70 yards in the air.
It was like 68 point something, but it was the longest pass through the air since 2017.
I mean, just
this version of Aaron Rodgers did that.
But I can't believe he got it to the end zone.
Yeah.
But they ran one play because like we got to get a couple yards to set it up. And you're like, obviously he's going to go to DK Metcalf. No, he went to Freiermuth.
I think he just went to the end zone, man.
No. The short yardage play. It was like Aaron Rodgers in that time where he's going to just go to the guy that he trusts to make a play. At that point of the game, he's like, I'm not throwing it to DK. I'm throwing it to Muth.
You guys have seen the clip
of
Aaron Rodgers after
getting
Freiermuth touchdown where his own guy comes up and celebrates with him, kind of jumps on his back, accidentally.
He tackles him.
He tackles him because he's old, and I get that because he's
a gigantic offensive lineman.
And he's a gigantic offensive lineman, but he wasn't tackling him. He was jumping on his back, and then Aaron Rodgers is old and fell down. And Aaron Rodgers gets up and is like, get off me, so pissed off. And I get it. I get both sides of it.
Yeah.
But also it's the most Aaron Rodgers thing ever.
Oh, it is.
Just what a curmudgeon.
I get it. When I get startled, I'm mad.
Yeah,
I'm not a startled I laugh it off. I get startled. I instantly get angry. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I mean, is there anything else?
No, I mean Jaylen Warren was good. Everyone was good,
freaking
unless
DK Metcalf.
except for DK Metcalf, who was below average.
Well, not only below average, the interception.
Yeah,
it was just.
Oh yeah, it was him.
He just there. The Bengals are like, give me that.
All right, it's Friday.
Footclan Friday.
Every Friday we say thank you to the Foot Clan, and we give a $100 gift card to fantasychamps.com to a supporter over at jointhefoot.com. Oh, boy. This week's winner, HLA Lover 2000.
La Lover.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. Congratulations. Thank you for supporting the show, jointhefoot.com. You got $100 to Fantasy Champs. Let's talk news.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Well, we had one of the wide receiver shoes drop officially, formally. Puka Nacua ruled out for this week. That'll be nice for your lineups, being able to set some things up. We're still waiting on like Ibuka and Harrison and Garrett Wilson's doubtful.
Oh, no, Garrett Wilson. I mean, look,
he's doubtful.
He's got a chance.
Yeah, we need to...
A chance of a multi-week injury.
We talked about this, I think we'll put this into play next year, but we'll let doubtful start to go into the IR.
Yeah, on sleeper.
Because, I mean, if that player becomes active and you want to play him, you still have to drop somebody to move him back into the lineup, so I don't think that's a big deal. All right, David Njoku did not practice again. Chuba Hubbard limited on Thursday. Calvin Ridley did not practice on Thursday. Stephon Diggs limited. Any concerns from that group?
I mean, Njoku is not going to play, I don't think.
I would agree with that. And then Chuba's the one I'm most interested in, just to see that Rico resurgence, or surgence, we should say.
Is that?
I don't know if it's really a resurgence. I know he was good at the end of last year, but he's never done what he's done this last 2 weeks.
Like he didn't rush for 1,000 yards last year?
A lot of guys rush for 1,000. That's
they don't.
That's like 57 yards a game. He's rushing for 200 yards a game. There's different things.
You're moving the goalpost, man.
Jason, once again, surgeon's not a real word, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, and Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers didn't practice. Seems like both are going to miss. What do you do? Let's ask the question briefly here. Is Trey Tucker the number one?
It seems like it for now, yeah.
And then, because Jack Bash, he played 75% of snaps. He had 0 catches last week.
Oh,
Thornton did nothing.
Yeah, well, Thornton is off the field now. Bash is just back to the dynasty hold.
Well, but now you're going to move. What I'm saying is, if Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers are off the field,
then it's Tucker.
Who's the spot start this week? It's Tucker?
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy limited again. Carson Wentz, a full participant. Seems like Carson Wentz is going to play. DJ Moore returned to a limited practice with the
Oh, man, it's going around.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift was added to the injury report because of a groin injury, groinindex.com letting us know.
And this was
their quotes on the matter.
Yeah, this was a later addition, so it's a little scary. Monongai.
Kyle Monongai should be rostered.
Yeah.
Probably already is.
Yeah, probably. But guys like that, they go on and off of the waiver wire.
CeeDee Lamb is going to play.
Yes.
Terry McLaurin looking not good again.
Yeah, man, what is going on there?
He didn't practice on Thursday after a limited Wednesday. It's not really working well.
I had this thought. So we talked about how the holdout guys over the last several years have not had a great run of getting back to football when they hold out of training camp. Obviously, with Brandon Ayuk and Terry McLaurin here this year. Is that like Rashee Rice? He was not holding out, but also he was not able to practice, right? I don't know.
Sure, there is definitely some of that to be. It's a variable. When the guys are doing the hold in though, I feel like they're at practice just
standing around.
Where Rashee Rice, I mean, per the video, that dude is the comeback.
Yes,
because the world is against me.
People were very
How
eager.
dare they be upset of my breaking of the law?
They were very eager to let me know, as though we had forgotten that he's coming back from an injury as well.
Oh,
but the truth is that if
that's why he was missing time,
he was healthy and would have played in week 1,
right?
With the injury, he was already in training camp and preseason. So
yeah,
he had, as far as I'm concerned, you returned from the injury when you played in preseason.
Right.
Okay?
was
You returned.
his ankle was okay on an accelerator there.
And by the way, this show, we make jokes, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I know that he's not O.J. Simpson, all right? That was a funny little joke, all right?
Being hyperbolic.
It was me picturing O.J. making a comeback video.
You were just
That's the funny part of it.
Just taking a stab at it.
Thank you, Jason.
I'm joking.
That's a Norm Macdonald joke.
That is a good. Hey, Debo, by the way, Tom Pelissero, your boy, Mike, real uncertainty about whether Debo or McLaurin will be available. Who's the pickup for you? Is it McCaffrey? Luke McCaffrey? Is it Jalen Lane?
Tell me why it's Treylon Burks.
Is it wait, did they sign him?
Yeah, they signed
to the practice
squad.
okay.
He's not ready to play. He's not going to be starting this week, but they did sign him. So
that is still indicative of injury issues and concerns.
Yeah, I mean, if you go out and sign Treylon Burks, that's a good indication that they're concerned about McLaurin and Samuel in their wide receiver room.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Debo, Terry McLaurin on red alert there.
Yeah.
Quentin Johnston, he's supposed to be back.
Yeah, I mean, at least on Sleeper, I thought he got upgraded to healthy.
So still was limited on Thursday. Monitor that. Josh Downs, no practice, concussion.
He's
Seems
not going to play.
like he's going to be out. And we'll talk about more injury situations in the matchups today.
The CeeDee Lamb news, I don't think we said it on the show, but Andy, you told me that there was a quote from Schottenheimer about whether you are frozen. That freaked me out. I thought I was in a simulation there. If you go to the YouTube, you straight froze.
I did. You jumped in, and I didn't want to interrupt.
But the Schottenheimer quote, what was it about whether or not CeeDee Lamb
Are you
was
concerned with? What does he have to show?
How do you know? Yeah.
What do you have to show in practice this week to make you feel good about him playing? And he just said if he's breathing.
Yeah.
Also, then yesterday there was
So reporting now he is breathing.
It was Schottenheimer's birthday apparently, and he said, "This is my birthday present."
having CeeDee Lamb back.
It's a big deal.
It is.
All right. Anything else you want to chat about? Freeze me on. That was News and Notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. All right, we'll take a break and jump into the forecast.
Fantasy Forecast, presented by Prize Picks.
Yesterday, we covered the Rams-Jags, the London game. We covered Saints, Bears, Dolphins, Browns, Patriots, Titans, Raiders, Chiefs, Eagles, Vikings, Panthers, and Jets. And we'll move on to the rest of the matchups today. Still monitoring a few weather situations. Again, when you're talking about it on Thursday, there's a long way to go between Thursday and Sunday morning and how things change. We've had lots of games that look bad that end up fine.
The Cleveland, Miami game.
There you go.
Wait.
Breaking news.
Huh?
Sorry, McLaurin officially ruled out already.
Oh.
So he is not coming back.
That escalated.
Yeah.
Also escalating the reports for weather in the Cleveland game. Like they're
getting worse now?
Well, it's just moving from this could happen to now it's moving to this is the shout out to Kevin Roth, who's saying his models now we're looking at trending to a sustained winds of 20 to 25 with gusts around 40.
That's bad.
Like he keeps an eye on it, and he tries to be pretty measured of just pay attention. It's moved into the
with definite rain is what I'm saying.
Oh
yes.
Yeah,
rain.
But it's like rain I don't really care about unless it's a torrential downpour, but rain when you have 20-mile-an-hour winds, that's a problem.
All right. Well, speaking of a problem, this implied point total for the Giants is a problem. The Giants are 2-4. They travel to Denver to take on the 4-2 Broncos.
I just want to party with the Giants.
I know.
And the Denver Broncos are
the Vegas line here. Denver
party poopers
-7. Over/unders 39.5.
All right.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Andy's almost upset of the week.
That's a big line.
Yeah.
I got some room there. The Giants, implied point total of 16.3. Broncos, 23.3. I think this game will be closer. I mean, the Broncos have been a very up and down team. They
haven't looked great.
Yes,
some weeks they look great. Some weeks they looked inept.
Yeah, they're not like just having a slightly off week. They look real bad on the weeks that they're off. Now they're at home. They're heavily favored. They got a great defense. You expect them to put a lot of pressure on the Giants and Jackson Dart and Scatterbo and company, but I still think that the Giants will be able to keep this thing close. They have a good defense of their own. And the way that the Broncos have played, do they get it going again? We'll see. I'm not saying that they're going to lose the game, but I think it could be a lot closer. On the Giants side of the football, Jackson Dart somehow still only rostered in 54% of leagues. That doesn't make sense to me with the rushing upside of Jackson Dart. Not that you have to play him, nor would I probably play him here with the risks involved, but you can have Justin Fields is an example of you can have a very ineffective passing, low yardage game, but big fantasy day just by running the football.
Yeah, I think he's probably not rostered because the schedule is tough. It's Denver this week. It's Philly next week, which obviously that's who he just was the quarterback for against, but you don't really like.
He was at home in that one.
He was at home. There was no Jalen Carter. It's like you don't expect him to repeat that magical win against Philly. I'm sure they will be huge underdogs despite just beating them. So that's the tough part about rostering Jackson Dart. I do think he is certainly fantasy viable throughout the season in the right matchups.
Will he run for more than 50 yards like he has for his first 3 starts?
Not in this one.
Just because Denver's very good at that?
Denver, the mobile quarterbacks are not getting it done. You have Daniel Jones at 2 yards, Herbert at 6, Jalen Hurts at 3, Justin Fields had 31.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a good point.
You can't quarterback run on the Broncos.
You were the Cam Scatterbo guy last week, Jason. You gave us the encouragement to play him in what seemed like a tough matchup. We're here again. It seems like a very tough matchup, 7th against the run.
There's no world where I'm ever benching Cam Scatterbo. I don't even look at the matchup personally. The matchup is irrelevant when you are getting 20 opportunities a game. And what he did last week in helping cement the new Giants means that the opportunities will still be there this week. And so 20 opportunities, maybe it turns into a bad game and a tough defense and he scores 9 fantasy points and you're disappointed. But I'm always going to take the opportunities. You'd have to have Josh Jacobs and Jonathan Taylor to be like, okay, I've got to sit down Scatterbo.
There's only 4 running backs in the last 5 weeks that have been in the top 24 every week, and he's one of them with CMC, Achane, and Jonathan Taylor.
Scatterbo
he's the only one that eats crayons of that group.
He loves crayons, lead chips, rocks. He started eating rocks. Scatterbo in week 1 played 12% of the snaps, wasn't really involved. His first rookie game, and including that game, he's the running back 10 in fantasy football.
Goodness gracious.
He's dominating as a rookie, and it's nice because if they're up like they were last week, he'll get 19 carries and probably be scoring a touchdown, and that's why they're up. If they're down like in previous weeks, he gets 7 targets, 8 targets. He's involved in the passing game.
Well, they don't have receivers. I mean, Wan'Dale Robinson is there, but Darius Slayton is hurt. Lil Jordan Humphrey up from the practice squad to be their leading receiver last week. Theo Johnson seems touchdown or bust.
We should just call him Jordan Humphrey.
But that's not his name.
Yeah, his name's Lil Jordan.
He's so big.
But he is a big guy.
He is.
It's a juxtaposition.
Yeah, he's Lil Jordan.
Little oxymoron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
okay. Like jumbo shrimp.
Or like Lil John.
Right. Yeah. Or Lil Jordan Humphrey.
What jumbo shrimp.
What is the size status of Lil Wayne?
Oh, he's small.
Little.
He's very
small.
small.
Okay, so
he's a teensy tiny
He is
guy.
Little Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Math checks out on that one.
Mm-hmm. J.K. Dobbins. What's the temperature check on J.K. Dobbins? The Giants defense.
100% the same as Scatterbo to me. This is a guy, he's not getting 20 opportunities a game, but he is getting enough work. He had a very bad game last week, and so people might go, oh, I want to move off of him or pivot off. But he is the guy. Like the utilization was still there. His usage, 78% of the running back rushing attempts last week. And so the Giants don't have a great run defense usually most of the season. They're, ranked 24th in schedule adjusted against running backs. So to me, Dobbins and Scatterbo are in. Obviously, Cortland Sutton, Andy, is your start of the week. Should be a good bounce-back player.
Yeah,
biggest question to me is Bo Nix.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix is a fringe. He's a fringe starter, depending on what you have, and I don't think I'm really like settling into Bo Nix being your every week start at all for the rest of the season. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Let's just Bo Nix, Giants this week is not bad. It's just middle of the pack. Dallas next week.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Fire them up.
Delightful.
Houston on the road, not great. But then Vegas, okay. Kansas City.
It's kind of a red light, green light
situation. It really bounces around, honestly.
So pick up another player. Maybe
you might need to do a little your own bench streaming.
Well, you can look at the strength of schedule tool on the website,
the
Stream Finder tool, and try to identify some players. Anybody else on that side of the ball that you want to talk about? I mean, RJ Harvey is not playable right now. The wide receivers, Mims and Franklin and all them, not playable right now.
Yeah, if I'm doing anything, okay, this is a deep league type of a situation because it's a little bit. But their rookie Pat Bryant, who had a lot, he had a lot of off-season hype going around him. I think it was a third-round pick. Sean Payton talked glowingly about him. We liked him in the offseason, or I liked him in the offseason because the number 2 was not established for the Denver Broncos. It seemed like at the beginning of the year, Troy Franklin is going to take that job and run with it. And he was doing okay at the beginning. The snaps have decreased while the route participation for Pat Bryant has increased. So this isn't this week, but it's a pay attention that Pat Bryant might be coming for that job.
The Indianapolis Colts, the number 1 seed in the AFC at 5-1, take on the 4-2 Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers 1.5-point favorites at home. Over under 48.5. You like that?
Yeah, this is a fun game.
It does seem like it. It is pretty rare for a best record in the NFL and number 1 seed to be an underdog at all, but going to a 4-2 Chargers team.
Certainly in week 7. Yeah, I mean, week 7, you're established. The Colts are a good team, and they are underdogs here.
Yeah, their offense has been a machine, number 1 in yards per play, number 1 in expected points per play. It's predicated on the best running back in the game right now, and Jonathan Taylor, the play action. Alec Pierce, I think, has an opportunity this week. He would be my sneaky play because, Adonai Mitchell's not going to get work. I believe Ashton Doolin is hurt.
Is he?
And I believe Josh Downs is going to miss. And so you've got Michael Pittman and then you've got Alec Pierce in a game that projects to have quite a bit of scoring. To me, that is a spot start situation. He played 81% of snaps last week, and that was with Josh Downs active.
Yeah, Alec Pierce he'll be a weekly every once in a while. You're like, hey, do I need to throw someone in? Just hope and pray.
Yeah, to me, that this is one of those weeks that might work out. The Chargers are a good defense against the pass, but with Alec Pierce, it can be a couple plays.
Right.
So, we talked about the Chargers' pass-heavy offense right now, 9th in offensive plays per game, 3rd in pass rate, which basically continues what they were doing last year over the back half.
But the questions I think are fair. With Huge back, or expected to be back, how do you feel then about Ladd McConkey? I mean, he got it done in the absence.
I'm fine with
Huge.
I'm fine with Ladd McConkey. I mean, even with Huge, he had games of 9 targets, 7 targets. You didn't get a touchdown. You were a little disappointed. We talked about this during the first month of the season when Keenan Allen looked like, Keenan is making Ladd, unplayable. It's really both of those guys are going to get 7 or 8 targets here and there, and when they don't get the touchdown, you're going to be a little disappointed. But when they get the touchdown, you're going to be happy you played them. So these guys, I think all of them, especially because Quentin Johnston's just coming back from an injury, all 3 of these wide receivers are guys you can play, but you should look at your roster and see if you've got better options. The nice thing about playing them in this game, high over-under, no weather problems, 2 good quarterbacks, you could be in a shootout. And so those are the when I'm looking at guys in the same tier, I'll tie break 2 wide receivers like this. So that's where I think Ladd should be in probably most lineups.
We have him at 17 on the week, Keenan at 22 on the week.
We got to move him down. That's too high.
For Ladd?
Yeah, or no, Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I would much rather play Ladd over Keenan this week. Indianapolis defense, they're allowing the third highest schedule-adjusted fantasy points to slot wide receivers. So Ladd could cook. Ladd could keep cooking.
Keep cooking. Tyler Warren is a smash play. Oronde Gadsden had 8 targets last week, so he is also getting involved in the target pie, at least with Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, that was the I think more of a product of the huge injury. It's a desperate play. I think there's probably better desperation plays on the waiver wire. And then are we Vidal?
Let's talk luscious locks, okay?
Vidal Sassoon,
Kamina Vidal, running back breakout last week. Let's say I'm going to give you some names. We'll see. Do you start him over that player?
Okay.
Do you start Vidal over Jordan Mason against the Philadelphia Eagles?
I would not.
Probably not.
Travis Etienne against the Rams. Tough rushing defense.
I'm okay with that. Man, those London games can be stinkers. I'm okay with that.
Alvin Kamara at Chicago.
Matchup is good.
I mean, the Colts' run defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a fun one.
Okay.
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I'll play Vidal over Walker.
Yeah, I get it.
So will their head coach.
Although McDonald, head coach McDonald of Seattle, said we got to figure out how to get the run game going. We're all trying to figure out why, like the worst graded runner who has one of the highest stuff rates and a terrible yards per carry, who's just getting so many carries. We're trying to figure out why we can't get the run game going.
It's the whole world of Seattle's running game is pretty entertaining to me because you guys were the Charbonnet bros in the draft.
Pre-draft.
In the draft. And so like
many moons.
Now
League's thank you, Kyle. League's highest rate of runs for 0 or negative yards, 32%, belongs to Zach Charbonnet.
I feel like if there was a different scenario, you'd be rooting for him to get better as opposed to the change to happen.
Of course.
Yeah, if Walker was injured, we'd be like, come on, Charbs, let's get it done.
Yeah.
But Walker's there, and so it's like, hey, Charbs, sit
so
down.
weird.
Walker has his problem.
I'm not saying Kenneth Walker is perfect by any means, but when the other guy is at that 32% of his carries go for 0 or negative yards, and doesn't have the upside on a per touch basis that Kenneth Walker is, that's what I'm saying. It's weird.
The weirdest part is that Walker has his issues, but the issues with Walker have always been how often he takes 0 yards or negative plays. Like that is Kenneth Walker's big problem is he takes bad plays, but it's like the other guy's doing that too.
Yeah.
So they gave him 35% of the snaps last week and then came back and said they need to get the run game going.
Yeah.
They're in control of all of it.
Yeah, no, it was very much the Andy Reid. Why didn't Jamal Charles touch the ball more? Oh, I don't know. We got to figure out how to get him more touches. So
you call the plays.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Seattle. I don't know if it's going to get better for Walker. It's infuriating.
Daniel Jones playable in this one?
Oh, for sure.
Daniel Jones, Bo Nix.
I would go Daniel Jones. I want this game.
Okay, you want pieces
I do
of it?
too. Justin
Okay.
Herbert's my start of the week. The bounce back. I think it's coming, and I think this game could hit the over for sure. I hope we get something like the Thursday night game.
Oh man, that game was so fun.
Are these quarterbacks too young to give us that kind of a great performance? What was that, 7 passing touchdowns?
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
Bizarre, man.
Pretty nice. Washington 3-3. We've talked about them this morning with the injuries. They take on a 2-3-1 Dallas team. Seems like a really important game for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Which we did just get a bit of news here that Trayvon Diggs suffered an accident at home last night and is in concussion protocol. So just another guy missing from the Dallas defense.
Heal up, man.
The concussion's happening not in the game. That's the third one.
What was we had the Colts. Yeah.
And then you had the Colts.
The Colts before the
Ward,
game.
and then now you've got this one.
Stay safe out there.
By the way,
people.
we did get an update also that DeAndre Swift's groin injury did not happen in practice.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's at home too.
Oh.
I don't
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
We will not speculate.
Commanders 1.5-point road favorites. Over under unbelievably 54.5. Rounded up.
What?
55! I mean, that is a wild
That's an insanely high line.
Well, the Cowboys' offense has been amazing, and they get CeeDee Lamb back. And the Cowboys' defense has been horrific. And, Jaden Daniels is going to get hits.
Horrifically awesome for us.
Yeah. No, it's been really good for fantasy. This is why I want to find a spot start on the Washington wide receiver core. Like, literally, like, just think about this. They're projected for 28 points.
Right.
Give me let's be conservative. Jaden throws for 220.
Okay.
Where's it go? No Debo. If Debo doesn't play, if there's no McLaurin, no Debo, you're looking Luke McCaffrey, Jalen Lane, Chris Moore. That is your wide receiver room.
Yeah. And social media, do
Zach
not
Ertz.
clip this.
Yeah, Zach Ertz
It's
is good
Zach
for
Ertz.
16 of them.
It's Zach Ertz, and
you're getting clipped.
yeah, no, I said he can't.
He doesn't listen to us. He's flying like a falcon.
I mean,
I
can't believe you have him
because I was
him
I was just
rostered.
going to say I have George Kittle, and all reports as of right now are George Kittle is good. He's gonna play. He took off the appropriate amount of time, and he's gonna go. But things happen, So I had needed a backup plan, and Zach Ertz is currently my backup plan.
Wow, check this out. I was just curious with that line of 54.5. The total points in Cowboys games over the last 5 weeks, 77, 45, so you would hit the under there, 80, 59, and 57. Oh, give me Cowboys games.
Yeah, and so give Zach Ertz 50 yards. I still think you take a shot with one of these other wide receivers.
Just who?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a
Luke
roulette.
McCaffrey was one target. It was
I think it's
broken
Chris Moore.
play.
Probably Chris Moore.
Chris Moore had 68% of the snaps last week, 5 targets and a touchdown. He's a vet.
Are you sitting Jaden Daniels down knowing that McLaurin and Debo are gone? I don't think so.
No,
No.
because he runs the ball and the defense won't be able to stop him. He's going to get – I mean, your point is accurate.
It's just identifying.
He will get yardage. It's really hard to predict when you don't know these guys very well, but I would put my chips on Chris Moore out of the wide receiver group. I'm happy to start Zach Ertz. And honestly, this should be a huge bounce-back game for –
If it isn't, you should be worried.
Yeah,
Because if it isn't and he is not effective enough,
he will be.
they'll rotate other people back in.
He will be.
Yeah, he's going to dominate this week.
Play Dak, play Jaden, play Javonte, play Bill,
Do
play
you-
CD, play Pickens, play Ferguson.
I was going to. Do we have?
Are you concerned about Ferguson?
Do we have concerns about Jake Ferguson?
Not really.
Who, I mean, 29% targets per route run, outrageously productive. He's been awesome. I mean, he's got to be a top 3 fantasy tight end, right?
Yeah, he's
in fact
he's
the number one guy right now.
Are you
but
concerned about it?
I
mean, the touchdowns have been a little overabundant
yes,
the last 3 weeks, but he was still tight end 4 and tight end 4 in the 2 other CeeDee Lamb-less weeks.
I guess we will say, don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm playing Jake Ferguson.
Yes,
but
you got to.
But with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, then the pie will shrink for Ferguson.
Okay. I think we've broken that one down. Anybody else want to talk about?
Nope.
Javante's the RB6 on the year.
Javonte, it was a dud.
Dak and
It's fine. Put
Javonte,
him
you're
in.
starting for sure. Who would you start between Dak and Jaden Daniels?
I'd play Dak.
I'd play Dak.
Oh, yeah. I'd play Dak. I mean, Jaden, it was nice. 3 touchdowns last week.
Yeah.
Still doesn't have his weapons. I mean, Jaden is a trade for target still. And if he doesn't have a huge week this week, he's a trade for target because McLaurin will be back. That's his number one. I mean, 12 touchdowns, 13 touchdowns last year?
Yeah. But
He hasn't played.
Dak playing at an MVP level with 2 are we
Jason
Hold
is
on.
so excited.
I do. I
Jason
can't.
is so
wait.
excited. He didn't even want defensive points this week. He doesn't need them.
No, I wanted negative. Josh, I'm spotting you that point because I got that Dak CD stick. Oh, yeah. Also, Jake Ferguson in the first 2 games. Remember, Dak was there and Pickens were there. They were both healthy and active.
CD, you mean?
Yeah, CD and Pickens were both in those games. He had a ton of work. He was on pace through those 2 games for 153 targets, 119 receptions, 858 yards.
Yeah, week 1, not great. 5
Yeah.
for 23. Week 2 was 12
That
targets.
was the
Still
game
had
that
6
CD left
targets
early,
in week
though, right?
1, though.
No,
that was
week 3.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. Green Bay 3-1-1 taking on the Cardinals. 2-4.
I hate them.
I don't like them. I like them more with Jacoby, and I don't think Jacoby's better than Kyler by any stretch. I just like them more.
You like a quarterback that can stand in the pocket, get ready to take a hit, and deliver the ball downfield. Because that's the job of an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, we went back and we did maybe this is helpful for people. This is not just spite or anger or disappointment with our home team.
Well, a little bit.
That's in there, but that's not what I'm speaking from.
It was just
moment.
It was the furnace.
I went and watched
the fuel.
Kyler Murray film from years ago. We started 7-0. Arizona did, right? Like 2022 or something. It's a slightly different Kyler Murray right now. The biggest problem for Kyler, and this is what the film shows, is that he's a very, very top-tier quarterback without pressure. A thrower of the ball. Like, he can make all the throws. But when there's pressure, he has turned into a he turns into a player that doesn't want to take a hit. And there was a good film study video I was watching that showed, like, and we know this, Matthew Stafford, he stands in there and he gets destroyed frequently.
Oh, his body has paid the price.
And Kyler, if he thinks he's going to get hit, he will not stand in and make the throw. So he can make the isolated, amazing running play. If you give him pocket time, he can make – like he got out of the pocket and threw the deep ball to Marvin Harrison. He's just an annoying player at this point.
And he drops his eyes when he scrambles. He's worried about
he's not looking for that wide open guy
so hard that you watch Jaden Daniels, and when he's running around there, or you watch Lamar, they never look at the ground. They never look at they're taking in peripheral vision on opponents, and they are watching their wide receivers as they run away from defenders. Kyler is like looking at his feet while he runs.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a product of going through the injury that he went through or what, but I think he's always been a little soft. Green Bay 3-1-1, Arizona 2-4. Green Bay 7-point road favorites against Arizona, over under 44.5. More than likely it'll be Jacoby Brissett, who was 27 of 44 for 320 and 2 last week. We have a lot to talk about in this game. I'm going to start all on the Cardinals side because, first, Amari DiMercato has been ruled out of this game.
Yep, that just happened.
Bam Knight practiced in full on Thursday, and Michael Carter. And so those two, Bam Knight, Michael Carter, and for the first time, I think I kind of prefer Bam Knight.
That's fine.
In terms of, I think he'll get more opportunities. They're both nasty. It's not great. Packers defense is good. But if I had to guess who would fall into the end zone, it would be Bam Knight.
I prefer Michael Carter. And the reason is because I don't think this game is going to go well for the Cardinals. The Packers have a good run defense so far on the season. They're top 3 in schedule adjusted fantasy points, and so I think that if I look at who's going to be the pass catching back,
that's fine. Yeah,
that seems to be Michael Carter. But honestly, I don't believe either one is a very good play.
The Cardinals wide receiver room is destroyed as well. Marvin Harrison, we're waiting on.
He remains in concussion protocol.
Yeah, Gannon said he's progressing. He's in the protocol. I think that there's a decent chance he's back out there at this point.
Last I saw Thursday practice, he was still in the orange?
He's in a yellow
jersey.
The yellow
jersey. To. It's required.
No, I know, but if he doesn't get a full practice today, it's got to be a full participation, and I'd be surprised if that happens, but we'll see.
I can't. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I think based on the way that they're talking, with the progressing through the protocol, I'm more encouraged than I would have been on some other players.
And if he plays, you play him as you would.
Zay Jones is going to miss. He had a lot of work last week for Arizona, or most likely going to miss. He hasn't practiced. And then you're kind of like, if Harrison and Zay Jones were out, and there's a lot of wide receivers in this category this week, Michael Wilson is a player you could put in there.
Disgusting.
Again, Jacoby threw for 320. If you take Harrison and Zay Jones out of the lineup, Trey McBride's going to eat, but it's going to be.
I'd rather play Chris Moore
than
Michael Wilson
in the other game.
Yeah. I like it. If you're looking for that level of like someone's got to get the ball.
Alec
Pierce.
Yeah, I would prefer that game. I would prefer that game script and those quarterbacks.
Yep, there you go. So the Cardinals.
Trey McBride is who I want.
Yeah, the Cardinals are beat up and they are going to lose. Josh Jacobs, he's going to be great. You play him. Matthew Golden, the target share has been rising, and he actually was pretty productive. His first top 20 fantasy finish last week with 86 yards receiving, a career high. Romeo Doubs, 5 for 55. 55! If I had them both, I'd play Golden.
I'm still Doubs.
Okay, that's fine. Tucker Kraft, What's the vibe on Tucker Kraft right now? It's been, he had the breakout week, then he was banged up, played through it. Last week had a touchdown, but just 2 targets. Where are you with Tucker Kraft?
Still playing him as a top 5 guy.
And you like Jordan Love this week against the Cardinals?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Cardinals defense is not bad.
The Cardinals defense
They're
is
also
not
getting
bad.
healthier.
Yeah, I mean, I could see this turning into, because the Cardinals are so beat up. I do think this could, if the Cardinals are going to be in this game, it's going to be because of their defense, not their offense. In which case, it's going to be a low-scoring game, not a lot of fantasy goodness. If the Cardinals don't show up,
it's going to be Josh Jacobs.
It's going to be Josh Jacobs, exactly. So I worry a little bit about the Packers' passing game if it's not early.
Will Johnson, the number 1 rated corner in football, he'll be matched up against one of these guys, Dobbs or Golden, and then Max Melton coming back for the Cardinals as well.
And he'll leave with injury again. Don't worry about it.
Who?
Melton. I feel like he's one of those guys just every week. I'm like, there
goes
Melton.
Look at his name. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Too
but
soft?
it's the butter man.
Well, he's too soft. He's Melton.
If Melton played Melton, that's family.
Yeah.
All right, we're taking a break. We'll talk some Sunday Night Football.
This episode is brought to you by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. This season, make sure to subscribe to NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, where you will get every game, every Sunday, all in one place. NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV gives you everything you need to win Sunday. Watch up to 4 games at once with multi-view, or follow your fantasy team and watch the game on one screen. You can even catch up to live with key plays. Now, get NFL Sunday Ticket month to month and cancel at any time. Go to youtube.com/fantasyfootballers to sign up today. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games. Base plan required. Renews every month during the 2025 regular season only. Your membership for the following month can be canceled anytime before your renewal date. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Commercial use excluded. No refunds.
Footclan, we want you to meet Claude, the AI designed to be your thinking partner, Pop and Josh. When you're making fantasy decisions, Claude helps you work through the complexity behind your choices, like weighing a rookie's upside against a veteran's floor or analyzing how weather patterns might affect your quarterback choice. Claude goes beyond easy answers. It's the AI for minds that don't stop at good enough. It thinks with you, not for you. Try Claude for free at claude.ai/fantasyfootballers and see why the world's best problem solvers choose Claude as their thinking partner.
Little breaking news.
Okay.
I'm going to hit it.
You said it. That was such a calm voice.
Breaking news.
Because it doesn't need the button.
This needs the button because I think this is important. This is one of the big storylines going on. Chuba Hubbard, off the injury report, will play.
You and your Chuba Hubbard apologist.
No,
Get out of here. Get out of the way. Rico's here.
I agree. Rico has been awesome, but this impacts. I want to know what the Panthers do. I want to see is it Rico 70-30? Is it 50-50?
How smart is the coaching staff?
I think this is a above average, not top coaching staff.
Okay, I don't think that answered my question.
But
if they're smart, it will be Rico.
So perspective, I know Rico has had the breakout games. It was also against Dallas and Miami.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Before he was hurt, Chuba was 4.1 a carry. Rico was 3 a carry on all the touches of the year.
Because of the Rico play style of get going.
Oh, it's not like he was doing all of his damage in the second half. Rico was awesome from touch 1 in those 2 games.
The Panthers have internally made a decision on who will start at running back and get the majority of carries, but did not tell us.
Oh, man. Oh, come on.
Wait, is that – can we – so that
I'm not telling.
That is a little bit interesting in the fact that you said and get majority of carries. He could have come out and said these guys are going to split. I love both of them. Now it sounds a little bit more Rico-y.
Yeah, it sounds. I take that as Rico-y.
Oh man, just competitive advantage that they just secured by not saying it.
But they didn't really because they said we're going to give them most of the work. So as soon as the first play is over.
All right, so what you called them an above average, not great coaching staff?
I think it's Rico because I think you're recovering from a calf injury. So
yes, I agree.
This week in particular, I think it's more Rico and you play him. but we're talking Sunday night. Atlanta 3-2, San Francisco 4-2. The Vegas line here, San Fran -1.5. The over/under is 47.5. Can I be honest with you?
No.
Yeah, I would prefer you don't.
I want you to figure out. I want to take back my almost upset. I changed my mind.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Afterward, I hesitated to say it. I could have just stuck in there. I don't know if you can get me a reverse.
No,
Al,
show's
you
not
can't
over.
get me a reverse almost upset.
No,
you don't have that capability.
I already bet it. You can't take it back.
No, he's taking it. He took it back. You can't take it back.
I need the drop.
Yeah, can you do the drop in reverse is what he's saying.
Can you do it in reverse for me? So I
I
don't want it to be informal.
Yeah.
I can get that for you.
Thank you.
When you're playing chess, as long as you haven't taken your hand off the piece, the move is.
Did I take my hand off the
we're
piece?
still recording
over.
this show.
I don't feel. I changed my mind.
You don't like the Giants.
I don't have
you
the
hate
vibe.
the Giants.
Because I think the Broncos are going to beat the crap out of the Giants.
I changed my mind. Now I feel bad that this is coming. Like, hopefully you didn't go out and bet it in between now. But I gotta just. I'm gonna take it back.
There's only one man that did.
There's a lot. Yeah, Al, our producer. I'm changing my mind on that.
He's a loyal soldier for the almost upset. He's in immediately.
So yeah, we've got you got that drop for me. You just hit it. Whenever you get it, you hit it. Okay.
All right.
To make it.
Now, what caused you to think about that? Was it this game?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Okay.
Andy's almost upset of the week.
Yeah, it was, Jason. Why'd you had to poke and prod there?
I mean,
you knew it. That's exactly right. I was doubting it when we were breaking down the Bronco game. I kind of changed my mind on it a little bit, looking at the numbers, and then we got here, and I was like, man, this is the one I actually believe in. So I'm going to go with the Falcons on this one, but which would basically be an outright win because they're, it's San Francisco -1.5. Over-under's 47.5 in this one. Both teams fighting for positioning. The 49ers, we know how nice the schedule's been. They've done so much with so many injuries. Now you got Bosa out for the year. You got Mac Jones getting it done. They did lose last week. Still competitive. There you go. And the Falcons, so impressive on Monday Night Football.
This game is awesome. It is, dude, it's a primetime island. We all get to enjoy it.
One
no
game.
Distractions. Bijan, Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, man. Your two running backs.
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't talking about it for that. But fantasy football, this is elite. The two of the superstar running backs who swing matchups every single week on Sunday night. This is fabulous.
Squaring off. Both of them on your team. Bijan Robinson, number 1 in points per game. Christian McCaffrey, number 2 in points per game.
And the return of George Kittle.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, you got to be looking forward to this game more than anything on the year.
Dude, I'm not even listening to what you guys are saying.
We really need Michael Penix to keep playing the way he did at home on Monday night when he goes to San Francisco here. Because that was pretty impressive.
Is there any fear
and you know what
of
it was?
a letdown?
He threw it to his best player a bunch.
He should keep doing that. But Darnell Mooney limited on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see if he plays. The games where Mooney is not there, that's where Drake London gets the Jamar Chase from last night treatment, where it's just like, I mean, literally no other wide receivers caught a pass in that game against the Bills.
He's on target for 180.
Mooney changes that for Drake London. It's, of course, not a bench or anything crazy with Drake London. It's just a understanding that when they're both active, it hasn't been as great.
All right, we know that the Falcons' defense has been legit this year. Number 5 against quarterbacks, 2 against running backs, 6 against wideouts, number 1 against the returning tight end George Kittle.
Don't care.
And who's Jason's start of the week. So their defense has really been what I think will travel well. Michael Penix has been bad on the road, but I think this will be a fun game. Like you said, primetime, back-to-back primetime games for the Falcons?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But from a start-sit perspective, you're not worried about Bijan and McCaffrey and Drake London, but you are asking yourself, can I start a wide receiver for the 49ers?
Yeah, like Kendrick Bourne, wide receiver 7 in back-to-back weeks, 20 targets, 100 yards over both of those games. I saw there was a blurb that if Bourne hits 100 yards here, it will be the first 3-game stretch of a wide receiver hitting 100 yards in like 30 years
for the Niners?
For the 49ers?
Oh, for the 49ers.
Yeah.
No, not in the NFL.
In history, but for the 49ers.
Since Jerry Rice.
Basically, yeah. Rice.
Well, that's wild. I'm surprised T.O. never did that. What do you do then? Are you playing Kendrick Bourne? Are you staying in the... Thank you.
So sad.
Thank you.
Sorry, Giants fans.
I'm sorry. Now it's official.
Now we have a technicality problem.
Right, because you did the last...
Did you just undo this one?
No. I told him, remember I asked for the now you think I did?
I don't know.
I mean, that was the last
That
one
means you'd have to hit that again and I'd have to hit the drop again.
If he hits that again, we have summoned Beelzebub.
Oh, come on.
Okay, now you have none.
So now I have no almost upsets.
Correct. The rules are rules.
Okay, so now formally...
Well, you don't have one. Oh!
What?
Andy's almost upset of the week.
I didn't see this coming. Oh, man. Wow.
This game?
I might want to take this one back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm excited for this one as well. But if you're shooting your shot, is it Bourne?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it has to be.
Yeah.
Is he a must start to you?
Who's the quarterback?
It's going to be Mac.
Is that for sure?
I think
it's most likely
just
because
what
of
I've been reading.
That makes
sounds
me
like it's Mac.
It weirdly makes me feel a little bit more confident in Bourne because obviously that's who's been
it's
in sync with.
It's the George Kittle factor. Mac Jones loves to find the one guy. Apparently, Mac Jones he finds his one wide receiver or pass catching target, and he goes to them. They're like if George Kittle comes in and he's like, "Oh, that guy's really really good." Maybe then Bourne is just a disappointment. But I think based off of what has happened, you still play him if you need to. It's like a flex decision.
Okay. Tampa Bay 5-1, Detroit 4-2. Monday night doubleheader, Mike, your favorite.
Well, this one's an attack on the on East Coast dads.
Because it's the back-to-back?
Yeah, and
okay.
I feel for him.
I like it.
I mean, I like it for me
right.
as a West Coast dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tampa Bay 5-1.
But my brethren over there,
they're
I'm sorry.
asleep. They can't. Yeah.
What's the second game? Houston, Seattle. You're fine.
Go to sleep.
Just go to sleep.
Tampa Bay, Detroit. Detroit's 4-2. They have the highest implied point total of the entire week. The game has a 52.5 point over/under.
Delightful.
Detroit -6. Their implied point total is 29.3. And yeah, this might not be the last time we see them play each other this year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these two teams are awesome. Again, this is another, division leader, conference leader who is not favored in the game. That's pretty crazy. But I want this game even more than the Cowboys game. Not like I'm more excited for it because I got the CD deck stack, but Baker gets it done, man. And this is in a dome. The Detroit Lions are going to put up points. They're going to throw the ball a lot. There's going to be so much fantasy output in this game. I can't fathom this one letting us down.
Baker and Josh Allen are tied for the second shortest odds to win the MVP. Mahomes is number 1 right now. Those three are the only ones with that are even in contention right now. All right, let's start on Tampa Bay's side. You talked about it. Baker's been getting it done. We saw Tez Johnson get 72% of snaps last week and that's, Ibuka went down, I think, mid-game basically with 40-something% of the snaps. He caught a big touchdown. Cameron Johnson caught a big touchdown. Mike Evans has been limited, might return, but Ibuka should miss. Godwin should miss. Shepard is there. Sort it out for the people out there that need – I mean, again, this is what I'm saying. There are so many games where you're filtering down to which is the right backup wide receiver to play in a game with a quarterback I like.
It's tough. I mean, Mike Evans is in your lineup. I think
if he plays, you'd play him.
He's going to be the number 1 target here and should be a great fantasy play. You've got Brian Branch suspended for this one. Their safety and for the Lions.
31st against wide receivers right now and 26th against quarterback.
So I think it's great. Then you go, okay, what's the next guy? I had, on the waiver wire show, I had been on the Tez Johnson side because I want that deep shot. I want that down the field target. That seemed like that was Tez Johnson. But now with Mike Evans, ready to play, I wonder if the number 2 guy
Oh, it's Shepard.
See, I was going to go Cameron Johnson. It's hard to figure this one out.
It will be Mike Evans and Sterling Shepard on the field, I believe.
Oh, it will definitely, yes, on the field for sure. Snaps, yes, but I don't get fantasy points for snaps. And Shepard, I'm just not sure.
Well, it is step one.
It is step one. I would agree with that.
Last week, Shepard played 49% of snaps. Tez Johnson plays 72% of snaps.
Yeah.
So from a snap perspective, you're saying you think that changes?
With Evans back?
I'm just saying, like, when they're in too wide, it will not be Tez Johnson. It'll be Sterling Shepard and Mike Evans. It could be wrong, but that's how I'm
why wasn't Shepard out there more last week then?
I don't have an answer.
Yeah, his snap counts have gone down. I think they've become more comfortable. If you want the counterpoint, in my opinion, I think they've become more comfortable with these younger guys than kind of the run-of-the-mill PPR. Like, Shepard is not in consideration for me because there's no explosiveness to Sterling Shepard. He could catch 6 for 40. I mean, that he can give you that game.
The counterpoint I would say to that is I would have to go back.
Counterpoint. I wish I could let you talk.
I
can't let you talk. I'm sorry.
Counterpoint?
Thank you.
I would have to go back and watch and see what truly happened because last week, I'm looking at our site, Cameron Johnson 49% of the snaps, Shepard 49%, Ibuka 53%.
Yeah, before he went out.
And Tez Johnson led with 72%. I'm saying, like, no one – it was clearly a weird game of trying to figure out what we're doing with our wide receivers. And now that you're game planning, I don't know. I would trust the veteran over –
I'm going Tez. That's my final vote.
I'll go Cam, and you can take Shepard as the second guy, and we'll see who's right. But what it really means is you're probably not starting any of those guys.
Yeah, it's like the Nasty Boys we've been talking about. If you like Pierce, I'd rather go Alec Pierce than that Colts
What if
matchup.
you had a roster that was so good that you're playing Tez and you're playing Pierce and you're playing Chris Moore?
Okay.
How good would that feel?
It would feel better this week than most weeks.
Okay, thank you. That's a good point. Rashad White?
Oh, man, he's back on his BS. He's back on it.
On his BS?
Oh, yeah. Look at these numbers for Rashad White.
The efficiency that
we
saw.
The starter, running back 7 and 11. Delightful. 14 for 41 on the ground. 4 for 30 through the air.
It's old school Rashad White.
17 for 65 on the ground.
But the cool thing about old school Rashad White is he was the running back 7 at the end of the year and the running back 24 at the end of last year. So
if you're mad at the PPR scam that is Chris Olave, this is a running back scam, but you just cash the check.
Jared Goff is Jason's start of the week at quarterback. Gibbs and Montgomery can both be played in this game. Let's just talk about and obviously Amon-Ra. Jameson Williams, 6 for 66 and a touchdown. More volume last week. Had the score. Jameson Williams or Keenan?
Jameson Williams. This game has too many points, and it's difficult to run on the Buccaneers, and it's pretty easy to throw on them. So
Chris Olave is traveling to Chicago.
I'd play Olave
over Jameson Williams.
I would play Jameson Williams because of the weather in Chicago.
Oh, that's a great point. Okay, I reversed that. I'd say I thought you were going to talk about Keenan more of until I see something from Keenan Allen, I'm not playing him. I mean, it's been horrifically bad the past 3 weeks.
Laporte has been the tight end 4 in back-to-back weeks. You can play him, and then Cade Otton could be the biggest beneficiary.
Yeah.
In reality, you guys basically concluded you wouldn't play any of those 3 guys.
Right.
If you had a choice, Cade Otton, he normally takes advantage of opportunities. I'm not expecting Mike Evans' first game back from a hamstring on a season in which he was kind of, not doing standard Mike Evans stuff. He's slowing down a little bit, I think. I don't expect him to come back.
The targets were still there.
I don't expect him to come back and fully dominate. By the way, he needs 78 a game here on out to hit 1,000.
He can do it.
I think they'll find a way to do it. Just a couple spike games here or there.
200 yards in Week 18 when they're just trying to manufacture it.
And just something to at least bring to people's attention per David Montgomery. We had a report, Jason, you were sharing with me a report of the team and the coaching staff saying we need to even the carries back up between Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. That this is not a don't play Gibbs. It is just pay attention that perhaps Montgomery will be safer and like he's been volatile. Running back 36, 23, running back 2, running back 62. So maybe we get back to a level where we're cool with Montgomery.
I believe there's going to be 60 points scored in this game.
Houston's 2-3. The Seahawks 4-2. The game's in Seattle. Seattle -3. Over/under's 41.5. I disagree with Mike. I think this was a great game. I think Houston-Seattle's a great game. If you had to choose between the two, I'd watch the first one. But Houston's been playing good football. The offense has looked a lot better. Seattle, it's been fun with Darnold, with JSN leading the NFL in receiving yards out wide this year, something people didn't see coming or didn't think that he could do, and he's completely dominating that. I'm excited about this. You get to watch Nico Collins on a Monday Night Football game. We get to sort out, and Mike gets to be yelling at the TV.
That's the best part of
about Charbonnet and Ken Walker.
If you're East Coast and you go to sleep for this game, you don't have to do the rage.
Yeah, Mike will be raging.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's actually no way not to rage. Because if Walker does great, you're raging at what the mistakes they've made. If he doesn't do great,
it's a win-win-win.
You will continue to rage about what he could do.
Get your anger out.
Yeah.
The only scenario I think in which you can't rage is if Charbonnet dominates on the ground.
I agree.
Will rage about how pissed he is that Charbonnet did good.
Possibly.
No, I agree that would be
worst case scenario.
That's worst case scenario. Also, not possible.
Not possible?
No, it's
not. Oh, my gosh. This is my point. You guys loved Charbonnet, but now he's set up as the antithesis of your Walker.
Yeah.
So you can't – now you treat him like Ramondre or worse. You hate Charbonnet.
To be fair, that was like 3 years ago.
What do you mean?
When we liked Charbonnet.
Charbonnet, yeah.
You stopped loving him on his own merit, or did you stop loving him because of what he represented?
No, those first few years watching him, I had stopped loving it.
He earned it.
Okay, look. All right, I won't mention it again.
His chance of getting a touchdown?
I thought you still secretly rooted for the guy that you liked. I guess you gave up.
If Ken Walker leaves town, then I'll root for Charbonnet again. Charbonnet, great chance of scoring a touchdown.
If you had both of them, who do you play?
I don't.
Yeah, I got two quiet friends suddenly.
Because it's impossible. It was the season low in offensive snaps for Ken Walker last week. Charbonnet was also awful last week.
I would play.
Jacksonville's a great defense.
I would play Kenneth Walker.
Houston. For last week? Yeah.
I would play Kenneth Walker simply because
you want to be able to sleep at night.
I'm almost always going to take the opportunity side over the explosive side, but Charbonnet has been so inefficient that you're talking about a guy who, while he's getting this work, hasn't scored 12 fantasy points on the season. So I don't feel like I'm sacrificing a great game, and that's including the games he's had touchdowns, whereas I could be sacrificing a blow-up game for Walker.
So then your marks over Chubb. Woody marks over Chubb is the exact same argument.
I am Woody marks over Chubb.
And that's a scary one too. The running game in Houston's very scary because, like you said, Nick Chubb is going to get more work. Woody Marks needs to get passing game work to succeed. So are they off your board in terms of starts?
No, not off. Not off.
And if you had to choose one, you'd both go Marks?
I would. The bye week bump, it's real. So that I would be banking on the history that has brought us.
So Mike doesn't want to watch the game, but his start of the week, C.J. Stroud's playing in it.
No. I'm watching the game. I'm just giving the dads on the East Coast permission. Okay. If you want to go to sleep for this, do it, man.
We'll catch you up the next day.
People probably slept through Thursday Night Football thinking that the old men were going to, let us down.
We caught them up today.
Other players in this game that you care about: Christian Kirk, Cooper Kupp.
Kirk's a nasty boy. He's in that the range of the Alec Pierce guys that we've been talking about.
Are we starting to at least is Jaden Higgins going to get more and more work in this offense at some point?
That's the hope after the bye week that maybe they get him more involved. I'm not playing any of the other. I'm not playing Christian Kirk or Higgins here. Just keeping an eye on him.
Injury updates. Oh, what about sorry, let me ask one more question. A.J. Barner for Seattle, tight end.
I'm not personally doing it. The Texans have a good defense. He's been very good so far this season. He's had some touchdowns, tight end 10 on the season. This is a guy that we talked about, like you could be a pivot if you've got an injured tight end. He's late in the week, an emergency option. But I think there's better. I think most people have a tight end they would start over Barner.
Deebo Samuel said that we'll just have to see when asked about playing Sunday. The heel is aggravating for sure. Josh Downs won't play in Week 7. David Njoku ruled out for Week 7 as well. We got another segment.
Fantasy Faceoff, presented by Prize Picks.
Well, our hot streak as a group really ended last week.
It did.
We had been on fire, I think, 11 of 12 picks the week before. It didn't go well.
No.
And I thought for a second I had some hope yesterday to not spin the wheel of shame because Mike got how many correct?
1.
And how many did I get correct?
1.
Yeah.
But how many did you get wrong?
3.
And then I got 2 wrong.
Yeah, because you got the Ibuka
The
wiped
reboot.
off
Because
the
I got the
board.
reboot. Shout out to Prize Picks.
Yeah, they took care of you, and then you guys.
It's a cool thing that Prize Picks does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to lose because of that. So.
Correct. You just want to lose because they don't play Kenneth Walker. Idiots.
Maybe stop betting on him, dummy.
Nah. I will always.
Stop leaning on Kenneth Walker to win stuff.
No,
that's your problem.
I'm in.
You're not. No.
Kenneth Walker's very talented.
Wheel of Shame.
All right, it's me, I guess. I'll embrace it. Go ahead and spin it.
What a loser.
Oh, man.
What do we got here? The wheel is Iceman, Looney Tunes.
Jerry Jones.
Oh, no. Wiener.
Oh, he's not a winner, but he is a wiener. Oh, look at that. Look at this. He's trying to figure it out. Get it on. Stick that wiener up. Yeah.
It's the Glizzy King.
Looking good, Andy. Looking real good.
That's way funnier than I thought it would
Yeah,
be.
we should have brought some mustard to just continue that line down the face.
I guess I'm the wiener of the week. I leaned on Ramondre Stevenson. I told you. Okay, that's good. I told you I deserved it.
What a wiener.
Well, we get to reveal this week's picks, starting at the quarterback position. What do you guys have?
Well, I love my projection. It came a little bit earlier in the week. Tua in that weather game, I have his projection.
You cheat coded this thing.
216.5 passing yards. I'm taking less than that.
If you go to Prize Picks, you will not find that right now.
Not anymore.
Jason
the weather
got in
has.
early.
I got in before the weather was caught up.
My quarterback's my Green Goblin, so I just have Jalen Hurts more than 0.5 passing touchdowns.
He should be able to do that. I'm going with a fun one. I'm going with Cameron Ward. Longest completion, 32.5 yards. I am taking the less.
Oh, okay. Maybe no Ridley.
Well, and just the fact that he would have missed that. I think it's like 5 of 6 weeks.
Not against the Cardinals.
It is. Yeah, there is that.
It's you, Jay.
It is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You went first for quarterback, so we keep that order going.
I didn't. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go.
I'm the one that looks like the hot dog, though.
Yeah, you're the wiener. I was the winner. I'm gonna go with Zach Charbonnet.
Oh, you were the winner with how many, by the way?
Zach Charbonnet with half of them. Zach Charbonnet.
Jason, have some dignity.
Oh, I've got dignity. You're gonna love this one, Mike.
Yes.
It's the longest rush
Oh,
of 11.5 yards. Not gonna happen.
no way.
You have done that before.
I have. I'm going back to the well.
No
here.
way, no how.
No way,
So
no
a
how.
long Charbonnet run hurts in so many ways.
Correct. So, but good news. When he doesn't, I will feel happy. I'm taking less than 11.5 on his longest rushing attempt.
I actually have a fun one, too, at the running back position. I've been impressed with Jacksonville's run defense and their defense in general. Kyron Williams going up against Jacksonville. I'm taking less than 20.5 rushing yards on his first 5 attempts.
Oh, that's a fun one.
So stuff him early.
We'll be watching the London game eagerly.
I also, I'm the reception man from here on out, but I also have Kyron Williams.
Oh, really?
2.5 receptions. No Puka?
Oh, you're going.
I'm going to take the more.
Yep. No, that makes
Okay.
sense.
All right. Wide receiver here. This is my Green Goblin. Lad McConkey with Huge getting back, and I think a high over-under in that game that I want pieces of. He's just got to have more than 3.5 receptions. That feels pretty easy.
All right. I am going to go with I'm going to go back to that Jacksonville LA game, and I'm going to take Brian Thomas. I've been on the trade for Brian Thomas train all year long. They're going to get it going. They're figuring things out in this offense.
Seemed like it was going last week.
Yeah.
And it absolutely was. So I'm going to stay with that. I'm going to go more than 66.5 receiving yards.
Oh, I like that one. I'm going to stick with the aforementioned JSN. This dude he's that dude.
Yeah, he is.
It's at 6.5 receptions. Easy peasy. I'm going more.
Okay. And then we've got tight end,
Mr.
Jason.
50% target share. Let's go.
Yeah, I almost took that exact same
Did you?
one. Yeah, I was looking at that, and it felt delicious. My tight end, I'm going with a lesser known, you're not starting Tommy Tremble out there in fantasy rosters. Jatavian Sanders is back, but he has, even in the games with Jatavian Sanders, he's involved. He gets plenty of yards. And this is
Tommy Tremble.
Tommy Tremble. He gets, this is a great matchup for tight ends. And his projection's sitting there at 15.5 yards.
Okay.
He's just got to get, he could do that on one, maybe 2 receptions. So I'm taking more than that.
How many times has he been
Almost every. I think it's only one time this season he has.
Really?
Yeah, maybe
Tremble?
2. Yeah.
All right. My Green Goblin this week, I'll just lean in. My favorite player of all time, Meowson Taylor, 3.5 receptions.
Okay.
There's nobody there. I'm going with the more.
I'm taking Darren Waller to go less than 38.5 receiving yards in the weather game.
Yeah.
He might score because he scores every week.
It'll be just a yards after catch.
What's the projection? How many yards?
38.5.
Yeah.
No,
I get it, but that would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifyingly fun to watch.
Yeah, we'll see. That was Fantasy Faceoff presented by Prize Picks. Basketball season is here, so check out more max discounts on the app. Man, basketball season's here.
Oh, dude.
Like Steph Curry only needing half a point to win on October 21st. Use the code
take the more
footballers to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. All right, that's it. We're wrapping. This show is over.
Sunday
Week
live
7 begins. Sunday live.
With the weatherman.
I'll see you all then. Yeah, I'll be a meteorologist on Sunday. That'll be delightful. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.